Welcome back to Stories for Kids. So, we'll start our episode 7th of Akbar Birbal. If you have not heard or if you have not watched the last 6 episodes, you can go and check in my YouTube channel or my podcast. You will find all the Akbar Birbal stories and other very interesting stories. I think you would love that. If you have not watched and listened, please go back and check it. So we'll start our first story, which is Akbar's dream. Birbal was a man of clear thinking. He never had any dilemma or confusion. Whatever situation arose in front of him, he always came up with a solution. People always wondered how Birbal was capable of doing this. He was a great help for Emperor Akbar, whether it was a small problem in the court or a big one related to the safety of the capital. Birbal never let his intelligence go waste. Once, Akbar thought of outsmart Birbal with a cunning plan. Akbar decided to put a fake smile on his for an entire day. Whenever and wherever Birbal saw Akbar, Akbar had a smile on his face. And this puzzled Birbal a lot. For half of the day, he kept wondering what the reason behind his smile could be. At first, he asked other courtiers if they anything know about it. But they couldn't come up with any answer as they themselves were confused. Then Birbal asked the emperor's servants too, but they also didn't know. Then Birbal thought that the emperor would get back to the normal life after some time. But it didn't happen. Finally, he walked up to Akbar and asked, "Your Majesty, I have noticed you smiling for almost the entire day. What is the reason behind it? What has made you feel so happy that you haven't taken the smile off your face?" Akbar said, "Birbal, last night I saw a dream and that is the reason I was smiling so much." Birbal asked what the dream was. Akbar replied, "Birbal, I cannot tell you how close you are to my heart. You are my favorite minister and the same time my best friend too. I hope you know how dear you are to me." Birbal said, "Your Majesty, that is an honor for me. But please tell me what dream you had last night." Akbar said, "Dear, I saw you in my dream. We were walking somewhere in the field and there were 2 ditches into which we fell. The ditch I fell into was filled with honey and yours was filled with garbage. And this is the reason behind the big smile on my face." Akbar laughed after completing the description of his dream. He thought that he would finally outwit his favorite minister in intelligence. Then Birbal said, "Your Majesty, this is the only half dream." Akbar was confused and asked, "How can you say that?" Birbal replied, "Oh Lord of the world, I also had the same dream. I saw that we got out of the ditches and looked for water to wash ourselves. But there was no river, pond, or lake around. So I licked you and you licked me." So, did you like the story? This is very this is very funny story, I would say. The next story is Akbar and Birbal's visit to Iran. This is the first part, and today we'll also read the second part. And kids, there will be a surprise question at the end of the episode. So please listen to all the stories carefully. I will ask a question and this will test your listening skill, because for creative thinking, having a good listening skill is very important. So let's read the story. Akbar and Birbal were famous not only in all the kingdoms of Hindustan but also in other nations. They admired the royalty and faith of Akbar and wit and intelligence of Birbal. So, other emperors and their ministers harbored jealously towards them. They always wanted to prove themselves wiser than both Akbar and Birbal. Once, Akbar and Birbal were invited by the king of Iran. The king of Iran was also aware of the famous stories of Akbar and Birbal. However, the king of Iran did not believe in stories. He was the man who believed in his own experience. So he thought of testing Birbal's intelligence by himself. The king of Iran sent an invitation to Akbar and Birbal to visit the palace. When they both arrived, they were welcomed with a royal ceremony and showered with heavy jewels and various expensive gifts. As they entered the court, Akbar and Birbal saw that there were 6 men standing. They all were dressed the same as the king of Iran. Akbar was confused and trying to figure out who the real king would be, as all of them were clad in royal robes. Akbar looked at Birbal with an inquiring eyes. Birbal, with complete concentration, observed all of them and then moved towards one. He bowed down and greeted the king of Iran. Surprisingly, Birbal had identified the real king and everyone was shocked. They were wondering how he was able to do it, as he had never seen the king of Iran before. Akbar asked Birbal, "Even I was confused, but how you managed to identify who the king of Iran was?" In fact, the king of Iran put up the same question, as he was also surprised. Birbal said, "Your Majesty, it was not that much difficult to identify. I looked at everyone and observed all of you. What I was noticed was that the 5 of them were trying to look at you for directions. However, you were the only one who was looking straight with king-like confidence, which the rest of them lacked. And that is how I knew that you are the king of Iran. I hope my justification satisfies you." Akbar's eyes was beamed with pride and happiness. On the other hand, the king of Iran was very much impressed with the presence of mind of Birbal, Akbar's favorite minister. He said, "I am glad that I could finally witness your intelligence." Birbal replied, "Your Majesty, it is my honor to have been able to meet you and tested by you." So now we'll read our last story of the day. This is Akbar and Birbal's visit to Iran. Kids, please listen to these stories carefully, as I'll be asking a question at the end of this episode. The king of Iran was all praises for Birbal. He said to Akbar, "My friend, I am very much impressed by the intelligence of your favorite minister. He deserved to be at such a high position." Akbar replied, "Indeed. Because of him, I don't have to worry much about anything, as he takes care of everything with much efficiency." One scholar in the kingdom of Iran didn't like that Birbal become even the king of Iran's favorite. So, he thought that he would put up a challenge in front of Birbal and would defeat him miserably in front of his own king and also the emperor of Agra. He called out Birbal and said loudly, so that he might be audible to everyone in the court, "Birbal, you are so proud of yourself and your intelligence. Why don't you take up a challenge thrown by me and prove your efficiency? Tell me whether you will answer 100 easy questions or one difficult question." Birbal confidently replied, "Ask me one difficult question." The scholar asked, "Tell me, what came first, chicken or the egg?" Within a few seconds, Birbal replied, "The chicken came first." The scholar then asked Birbal to give a proof of his answer, as he thought that he would not be able to give an explanation. Birbal replied, "My friend, I think you are forgetting that I had to answer only one difficult question, The explanation makes it another question. Feeling embarrassed, the scholar left the court. Again impressed with Birbal's intelligence, the king of Iran showered gold and more gifts on Birbal. So now kids, this is the question time. So the question is from the second story. Tell me, how many men were dressing like king in the Iran's king's kingdom? Listen the question carefully. While king of Iran wanted to test Birbal's wit, so he took another few people dressed as the king. So you have to answer that how many people were dressing like king. If you know the answer, you can write it down in the comment in my YouTube channel or in the Facebook channel from wherever you are listening this. Thank you for listening till end. See you. Bye bye.